actually going to be in the background one day. It's okay.
It's okay. He's gonna
We're
be like
starting.
watching over us, like you better say this and this and this, and yeah. Eventually, we're gonna be on the payroll with MCU stuff. So we do have a special episode.
We do. This is special just because, well, not just because, but being live, as you said, is pretty special in itself. Also, we got rankings of stuff, and I don't know about you, but I love me some rankings just because debates and stuff.
Yeah.
I love debates. And Obi-Wan, you Star Wars fans out there, you know Obi-Wan finale there was a lot in it, so we're going to be getting into that too.
We're going to be talking about a lot. So our first part, we're just going to talk about the episode 6 because it just came out like yesterday, I believe so. Yeah. It's Wednesday. I mean Thursday today.
Today's Thursday.
And so we're just going to talk about that, give our first thoughts about it, and then our reactions, and then we can just talk about it. And if you haven't seen the episode, you have been warned.
You have been warned.
Daniel, what was your first reaction to the episode?
All right. So we know how Disney has done with its miniseries or limited series with all the MCU shows, and I was a little worried being episode 6, and so that was just it was under an hour. It was 50 minutes. It was 50 minutes. And hearing that runtime, because I heard rumors that it was going to be like an hour and a half, or like a little under an hour and a half. I was like, all right, bet. It's going to make up for like that rushed finale. But as a finale, I don't even think it was rushed. It had for what it needed to be leading up to the 5 episodes before that. Everything that it had in that finale, I think, is what I wanted in there.
I agree and disagree at the same time with you. I wish we could have seen more of it because
what else did you want in the finale that wasn't there?
That wasn't there?
Yeah.
I wanted a better fight.
But there was a fight.
Okay, there was a fight, yes, but I wanted a better one. And because I don't know, they hyped it up like for like since the beginning of the Obi-Wan Kenobi was rumored to be they're gonna be like an epic fight.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was not a bad fight.
It was a little short.
It was a little short. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could have been better because comparing the episode 3, comparing this. There's a lot of differences, obviously.
Right.
Like location, fighting styles. You don't see a lot of movement, like with the lightsabers doing 100 turns before they touch each other again.
1,000 flips.
Yeah.
In the air before one lightsaber hits the other.
One lightsaber, yeah. And I don't know. It felt that fight scene. It felt a little bit rushed, and it felt a little predictable. Like you know he's not gonna die. You know none of them are gonna die because obviously you see them.
As a prequel, you know how things are gonna turn up.
Oh, of course, that's what I'm saying. But like, I don't know. I was expecting to be like a little wow moment. I know. Eventually we're gonna see them again on episode 4 because they come back eventually because it's
old. At least
movies,
Obi does.
They're old, and I don't know. For that specific part, I wanted a bigger wow moment like we got on episode 3.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing between episode 3 and now. Episode 3, 1, they're younger. Oh, yeah. the actors themselves are older. Granted, they're not super old, but they're older. 2 is you got Darth Vader. He's in a big hunky metal suit, and Obi-Wan in the show is older too. And before that, Obi-Wan was like almost prime Obi-Wan basically, and Anakin, he wasn't in a metal suit, so he could move all over the place. Darth Vader, you're not going to see Darth Vader do a flip.
Oh, but of course he's not going to do a flip on his old suit, but he was still moving pretty flexible with the suit and everything.
Pretty flexible. I do agree. I think it could have been longer, but I was smiling ear to ear the whole fight because we've wanted that for 17 years?
17 years since it came
out. It was literally like as a kid watching that, or if you're an adult because you grew up in the original era, obviously not us, but I'm talking as an adult. Then it was like you wished for this moment. Like you've always wanted this moment to be fulfilled, whether it was exactly how you wanted it or not. Just the fact that we got it. Dream come true regardless.
I guess that's true. It is whatever. It came out. I was smiling. That scene when we see the helmet break, and we see actually Hayden Christensen in the actual suit for the first time, and God knows when, because I don't know if he was in the actual suit in the original movies.
I don't think
probably
so
was,
either.
probably wasn't.
I don't know.
I got chills watching his face and his actual
seeing
voice.
It live action, dude. Okay, because we saw that in was it Rebels or Clone Wars? I think it was both.
It was Rebels.
I don't know. It was just Rebels
It was
against
Rebels
Ahsoka.
because Ahsoka
Against
was fighting
Ahsoka,
with
yeah.
them, yes.
And you saw the scene. So like seeing that in live action, I was like, oh my god, I can actually see his face.
Yeah.
Like this is legit Hayden Christensen.
And him talking, like his voice going to his regular voice.
To his regular voice and back
Vader.
to Darth Vader. Oh my gosh, it was.
And it gave me the same vibe,
cinematic.
like on the end of the fight, when he screamed Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And then he screamed Obi-Wan even louder. It reminded me of the same thing that what's this guy's name? The red guy with the two.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. When he screams Kenobi. The same thing.
Yeah.
Just with his first name. I don't know if you saw that meme. There's some meme going around that they put Darth Maul first. No, they put Darth Vader first, and they put
Darth Maul doing like calling each other.
Yeah, he screams Obi-Wan. He screams Kenobi. So it's like.
So you hear the whole name.
Yeah, there's like this meme's going around. Like I was watching it with my friend Sean, and we were both freaking out at that moment with him doing that, and then we're just like watching all the memes after the show ended. So many memes. Like it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like already. Like we were on
the
TikTok
meme world would be
scrolling,
crazy. Like 30 seconds after the show ends, you see a meme. You're like, what?
Crazy.
No, but it was so fun.
It was a
loved
good
it.
episode.
Out of all the episodes, it was my favorite.
Of course, like we got to see the redemption of Obi-Wan. He got a better redemption story than he did on New Hope, because we got to see him becoming to his lowest of the lowest until he becomes the fully Jedi that he was on the last movie that we saw him on, and it was like the best thing ever. I see him fight with Vader with with all the rocks just going
With the rocks,
up.
he was like,
I was like, this guy's like he has to be one of the most powerful Jedis.
he's strong. He's super strong. He's just, his tactics are different from Anakin's, and they even explain that in the show. Like Anakin is more brute force type guy. But Obi-Wan has wisdom over him.
Yeah,
and
that's
having
Qui-Gon,
having brains.
Qui-Gon taught him, Yoda taught him, and Anakin just want to be stubborn and want to be the boss of everything. And he got what he got. He got what he not the way he deserved. Because no one deserves to be burned alive and turned to a robot.
Well, he killed kids.
He killed kids. But I was, not to be mean, but I was kind of happy that he returned to the temple and killed more kids.
Oh my god!
I was like, yes, more. But
more kids dead. Oh my gosh, this guy's a maniac.
But yeah, like we because we didn't see more of on the episode 3 of the movie. Mm-hmm. We got to see just a little clip of it of him killing the younglings, and now we got to see him again. On multiple flashbacks.
A lot of callbacks in the last episode. I think the directors and everyone who was working on it, like, watched the other shows or like had input from people that seen the other shows or worked on the other shows, so that they could have callbacks like that, like the Vader slice and stuff like that. So that was cool. Also, I don't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say, but you were talking, so then I was holding it in. But
remember, we were live, and so every brain fart that you see live right now is actually live. So when you don't hear it on the actual podcast on Spotify or Apple, whatever you listen to, we cut this stuff. So if you see weird stuff going on,
now you just got a weird brain fart that you're actually experiencing. No, I'm not going to say it because it's brain fart, so that's it.
But other than the fight scene, we saw Reva trying to get Luke. I thought she was gonna kill. Obviously, she's not gonna kill him because he's Luke. He's back in the action movies.
It's a little different watching like shows like that because there's nothing unexpected that you.
Yeah, like
certain big moments. It's not gonna be unexpected. Like you're not gonna watch a Vader Obi-Wan fight and be like, oh my gosh, is that someone gonna die? You're not gonna watch Reva go after Luke and you'd be like, oh my gosh, is he gonna kill him? You know he's not. You know she's not gonna kill him. So it's like it's a little weird.
It would have been cool if this was another universe, and they actually kill Luke
Oh my gosh.
And then Leia
you want a
becomes
multiverse in
Yeah,
Star
why not?
Wars?
Like, they can actually rewrite the other crap movie that came out with Disney. They can change everything. They can change episode 4 and forward.
They're not going to change. You can't change episode 4 and
But
forward.
what if? This is a what if moment right now.
This is not Marvel.
What if they kill Luke and then Leia took the mantle of like the hope
Jedi?
of the Jedi? I mean, but she has the Force with her. We see
I guess
a
she does have
snippet
the Force.
of the Force on in the news on the sequel movies.
Yeah, but we don't talk about the sequel movies.
Yeah, the sequel. That's what I'm saying. Like if they did that, they kill off a main character. But I don't think they're gonna do that because they have it on the Mando universe. I'm just calling it Mando universe because
the Mando universe.
He's there.
I mean, I don't think that they're not proud of the sequels. I think they're just like, hey, we put this out, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. They're not like, we regret making this.
I think they do.
You think they regret making it?
Yeah, of course
They
do.
just recently made 9, so I don't think they regret making 7 and 8.
They regret. I could bet. Right now.
I know the previous owners like Lucasfilm and stuff. They regret giving it to Disney probably.
Probably.
I don't think Disney regrets
it. But
Lucas,
George is still making money from the movie. This is all his.
I guess he's still making it.
Even though he doesn't own the rights, that's still all his. He makes money out of it. But I don't know. They could change the future and they can replace those movies with something better.
Nah, that's weird. I don't want to bring Marvel stuff into other universes.
I don't know. Apparently, Ahsoka is doing time travel stuff.
What?
Yeah.
She's time traveling?
Apparently. I don't know. I just go based on rumors. So we live on rumors. So
Reddit.
if you don't live on rumors,
Reddit rumors.
What's the point of life?
No, yeah, that's true. Especially with superhero stuff.
Yeah, you
It's
have
rumors
to
every day.
live on rumors. You can't
every single day.
But we'll see.
That's how you lose your expectations watching Doctor Strange.
Exactly.
Watching rumors.
You don't talk about. Oh, by the way, Doctor Strange on Disney Plus came out yesterday as well. Yesterday was like a packed Wednesday. There's so much stuff going on.
So much. There was a lot, but we're not really talking about that.
Besides the point. But we got a very, very, very special cameo on this episode, and
What?
You didn't see the cameo on this?
What cameo?
Not movie, no episode. You didn't see the whole episode?
No, I did. Who are you talking about? Did I watch it?
The very last scene of this episode, there's a very special cameo.
Did I not see the last scene?
You did not make him watch the last scene?
I watched it. Wait, was there a post-credit scene?
Okay, so Daniel, you're about to get spoiled right now.
What?
Okay.
Did I not see the whole show?
On the very last scene, I was watching it.
When he says the thing.
The whole hello there? No, that's not it.
That was the last scene.
That was not the last scene. You skipped. Okay, so Daniel gave up hope, just like when I was giving up hope at that moment after the hello there. And then there's more stuff. Then
Gave
when
up
he
hope.
leaves,
I was happy with that. I was like, oh my gosh, you did the thing.
No, but you left because you didn't see it. Okay, so Qui-Gon is in the episode.
Oh yeah. No. That's the cameo you're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like a cameo like flesh. I didn't know you meant like a Force Ghost. A Force Ghost. Yeah, that was a special cameo. But I thought you were talking about like he was there, flesh and blood.
No, well, he was flesh and blood. He's an actor.
No,
yes, he's a Force Ghost. Regardless, we got to see Qui-Gon Jinn.
Dude,
after,
that was cool.
After
more than 17 years.
More than 17 years because he
I don't
died
know
on
when
the
first
one
one came out, but yeah, more than 17.
We got to see him. I was very happy. I was about to give up on the episode because since the very first episode, they teased him. They keep name dropping him,
and everyone is saying they're like, I think he's gonna show up at some point, once after episode 5 ended. They're like, he's gonna show up in the finale. He's gonna show up.
And it was like at the very, very end. I was giving up hope. I was like cleaning dishes.
Last like 10 seconds.
I was about to turn off the TV, and then at a moment you see like a little glare coming into the screen. I was like, what the heck is that? And it's literally Qui-Gon. I was like flipping out. I was like so happy to see him again. And the thing is, he was saying, I'm not going to be in the show because he doesn't want to be doing TV shows. Yeah. He just want to be on the actual movies. It's like, they're not going to make a movie about Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
it was just a cameo. Like, you're there for a couple seconds, and then, like, that's it. You're not going to be long term.
He made the whole season bump a number on the ratings just because he was there.
Just because it's 10 seconds on the show?
Yep.
I mean,
10 seconds of glory.
I did want that. Like I said, there was things I wanted in the show. I wanted that on the show, and he did, and it was perfect. I was like, he's gonna do the thing. I was afraid I was afraid he wasn't gonna do the thing. Hey,
Baby
Yoda,
Yoda's
you're not
alive.
supposed to do the thing. So I was like, oh my gosh, she did the thing. I wanted the Darth Vader fight. We got that. And I wanted Qui-Gon. And I got Qui-Gon. So I was like, those are the 3 things I wanted, and I got it. So I was happy.
I guess it was a good episode.
Best finale we've seen from Disney in a limited series.
In a limited series, yes. Everyone was scared if the episode was shorter than what it was. I think it wouldn't have been good. If you think about it, they either cut stuff or the time they took for planet to planet, they cut all that stuff too. So like you see him in Tatooine, and then you see him on whatever Leia's from. That planet was blown up in New Hope. So I forgot the name of it. Like in seconds. So like they had to cut some stuff out to make it.
Yeah, to make it make sense.
To make it make sense, yeah. But I could have been better, in my opinion. I give it still a good high rating. I give it 8 out of 10.
Just the episode itself.
Just the episode itself. That episode made the whole show a higher number.
Okay, I give it 8.5.
There you go. You want to give it 8.5?
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 for the episode. But you want to do our ratings of Obi-Wan soon?
Of the whole show?
Yeah.
Okay.
After our
commercial
break
break
time? Yeah.
All right. So, by the way, we actually do have commercials on this
This
episode.
is a real commercial break.
Yeah, so we do have commercial breaks. I don't know what we're going to see.
It probably won't ask if you have the following heart conditions.
Yeah, it will not ask you to. All right, so, so have fun on your commercial, and 3,
we'll be back.
2, 1, and we'll be back.
Yo, I lost my whole train of thought when the ringtone. I was like, and the.
There's an outage. It must be a breaker. I'll go check.
You got left.
We're trying to find out.
Okay, ow.
They're not giving...
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like that's lazy and uninspired for Disney. If Disney were to just get rid of the sequel trilogy from canon, like I don't want.
I know, yeah, they're not going to do it, but it's me wanting them to actually do something different. Because, like, all those 3 movies didn't do that great. It was good. Yeah, that was the only one.
Was pretty good.
But The Last Jedi and... You like The Last Jedi? Very interesting.
Last Jedi. Andrew asked on the...
We're doing good.
Andrew commented, "What's the Twitch channel?"
Yeah, I don't... they haven't given me that.
I've been chatting, so.
I need to know... I need to know what's a Twitch.
It's messy _17 _.
You can just edit the comment. Something.
Alright guys, we're going back in 5 seconds, okay?
5 seconds.
Check your knob. Is your light on?
We're live? Yep. We're back! I don't know.
Yo,
Guys,
I was staring at you. I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure
I
we're
don't know.
live. And you're like,
the thing is, guys, this is our very first time doing this. We're still working on the clinks, so don't worry. So we're back from our awesome break, which we do not know what they were. Hope you liked it.
Buy their paid sponsorship for a 99 monthly, $9.99 monthly.
99.
So rating of Obi-Wan Kenobi
from the whole show, from
whole
episode
show.
1 to the 6.
I'm gonna flat out say it. 7.5.
7.5.
7.5.
That's pretty high.
You think so?
Yeah, I think not 5. I give it a 7 out of 10.
7? I can live with a 7. I say 7 to 7.5. Here's why. In my head, a 7 equals good, an 8 equals great, and then you just go higher with like 9 and 10 is just like 10 is like perfect, 9 is like exceptional. So I think it's between a good and a great. It's not a great show, but I think it was a little better than good, specifically because of that finale.
The last 2 episodes.
Just the fight scene alone. I know it was still a little short, but just the fight scene alone, the nostalgia I got, and then the fight scene of Anakin and Obi-Wan like training in episode 5, those 2 scenes alone bumps it up like like 2-3 ratings. Like you could have just those 2 scenes. I don't even need a show. Just give me those 2 scenes. I'm happy because that was just so much nostalgia, which is why I give it a little over a 7. Those 2 scenes made me so happy.
Yeah, for the first 4 episodes, this show was getting so much hate.
It was a lot of hate.
I might just name drop Soup because Soup is like the most hypocrite person there is for this stuff.
Yeah, you be calling him out.
I would name drop anyway. I do not care. Listen, I'm gonna use him as an example. Okay. He was bashing on the show for 1, 2, 3, and 4.
He actually bashed on the show?
He bashed on the show, saying...
I've never heard him bash on anything.
Exactly. So that's what let's listen. So he was bashing on the show because the show was not what they promoted. They promoted Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi, a.k.a. Darth Vader.
And you never really saw Anakin.
And we really didn't see him as much as we wanted. We basically saw a rescue mission of Leia. The whole show is a rescue mission.
Yeah.
And also Obi-Wan Kenobi becoming his redemption story.
Right.
Yeah, that's the whole show. Basically, that's the whole show. Obviously, there's other subplots with Reva and her becoming whatever she wants to be, and
good,
then by the end,
stuff like that.
Trying to get revenge on literally one of the most powerful Jedis, or was Jedis there is. And apparently, when episode 5 dropped, his whole mood of the show switched like a light switch. Like, he was, like, loving the show and yada, yada,
He's like, this is the greatest show ever.
And, like, he was getting so much hate because of that, because of the show was crappy like that. But I saw other people, and I can agree with them. They were saying, like, you can't give a rating on a show without seeing the whole show.
The whole show, yeah.
Because what we wanted, we got it on episode 5.
Yeah.
What we wanted, the flashbacks. We wanted to see them do anything flashback-wise. And... we got it. We got episode 5, and
there was a lot of things I saw, and I agree with it. And I'm gonna be honest. I still fall into the trap. Is we judge a show before seeing the entire show.
Exactly.
We're like, oh, this doesn't have this. Little do we know they have that specific thing planned out for later. And it's like, okay, you just made yourself look like an idiot. But I mean, it's just we're impatient.
We are impatient.
We're impatient, especially as superhero fans.
And yeah, that's what we want. We want everything. We are blamed to that. We are
the reason.
The reason why everything either bombs or is good. There's no in between. Yeah. There's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah, you can't just be like, it was a pretty average show.
Okay, I might use Doctor Strange as an example. People thought this movie was going to be like the best multiverse movie. They like
literally me.
But it wasn't. It was they went to like 3 universes, and there was some fighting between some Doctor Strange, and
it's just a normal Doctor Strange movie.
It was literally a Doctor Strange
Wanda movie.
Oh, it's a Wanda Doctor Strange / movie. So don't judge a book by its cover, but literally first episodes. In my opinion, I didn't like the first 1, 2. No, I like 1 and 3.
I like 1 and 3. I didn't like 2 and 4. 2 and 4, I'm straight up. Well, 4 was straight up trash.
Yeah,
straight up trash. Filler episode, stuff, like you said. Why have a filler episode
on a 6-episode show?
We don't need that.
We don't need. Why don't you make all episodes good?
I've said my gripes before with how they fight with stormtroopers. I have enough problems with that. But but aside from that, like I said, 3 was good for its own reasons. 1 was like the opening, and I think it was a very good for what it needed to be for an opening. I think it had what it needed to have, and then 6 was everything.
Yeah, we got.
I think they redeemed Reva a little better because I was telling Massey, I'm like, yo, I'm not liking this character. It's very.
It got annoying. She got annoying for a bit. For the first episode, I didn't mind it because we'd never seen her before. Second episode came. It was annoying. She got annoying already on the second episode. Third episode, she was barely in it because it was mostly Darth Vader and Obi-Wan.
And Obi.
Fourth episode. I was like, you again? Like, we just saw you 2 episodes ago.
Again.
And then episode 5 came out, and then
I think it redeemed her a little bit.
Truly learned her purpose of the show.
Yeah.
She wants to get revenge
on Darth Vader
for killing all the younglings in the temple.
And I thought that was a cool way to make her story.
Yeah. So now, when I realized that, I was like, okay, now I understand why she's doing all this annoying stuff. And I didn't mind her after that. Like, we knew her purpose of the show.
Yeah, after I found that out, I was okay with her in the show. I didn't love her, I didn't hate her. I was just like, this is a good person. This is a normal person in the show.
We get her story now on the show. Before, she was annoying, ambitious little girl. And there was a lot of comparison between her and Anakin when Anakin was a younger person.
I did see that, yeah.
There was a lot of comparison.
That they're very similar, but they're like, oh, how does everyone love Anakin, but they don't love her?
Yeah. But because it's Anakin, come on. It's Darth Vader. Who doesn't love Darth Vader?
Who doesn't love Darth Vader? I think it also goes to the way you act. I mean, some actors / actresses are better than others. Point blank. No matter who you are, whatever you look like. Some are better than others. I think Hayden Christensen is a better actor than she is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Either take some acting classes, maybe. I'm just throwing that on the hat.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, so her character was better in the show. Little Leia, same thing. Annoying.
She was annoying, but I understood her.
Yeah.
Because
it's Leia.
She's Leia is a kid, and Leia's characteristics older when she's young adult, and then when she's like an older lady.
Yeah.
She still has the same characteristics, so you have to display that her as a kid, but also understand that she's still a kid, so she's gonna have
her kid stuff. She's 10 years old. People are bashing on 10. I was bashing on it. I'm not gonna say I wasn't. It's I'm not a big fan of little kids are annoying, but she's a little kid. You can't blame the kid. She was doing her job. She did an awesome job. There's some kids that aren't there. Doctor Strange kids are annoying.
America Chavez?
No, the actual kids. WandaVision's kids.
Oh.
They were kind of annoying. And they were there for a couple of seconds, but they were annoying. But her as a kid, she was a pretty good actor. There's some actors or kids that you can tell they're like, come on, get out of there. You don't belong there.
You need to grow up a little bit more.
Yeah, you grew up a little. But she was amazing as an actor. She did everything that I'm pretty sure her director was.
A lot like if Leia looked like a kid.
Her resemblance was amazing. In the end of the show, when they finished her costume with the boots, the holster,
the holster. I was like, this is kind of cool.
This is the Leia that
we know.
We know, and just like Riva, at the beginning she's annoying, but the end is I want to see more of little Leia.
Yeah.
Growing up to the person that she was until we see her on New Hope. Yeah.
Something else that I liked about Obi-Wan is it's a little harder to watch because it's a little we want the fighter Obi-Wan. Yeah. But we saw him in his dark place.
Yeah.
And struggling with the fact that, his Padawan, he raised this kid. I mean, he's been with Anakin since he was a little boy. So you're basically his father in a sense, and you raised him up, and then all this bad thing is happening in a sense. I mean, he blames it on himself. So yeah, we want Fighter Obi, but this show wasn't about Fighter Obi. It was like you said, it's his redemption story. So yeah, it can be a little hard to watching Obi-Wan run away from Darth Vader. We're like, bruh, we want to see the fight. But the thing is, it's like, dude, you haven't been fighting for what, 10 years?
For 10 years,
and you're older.
He's
Obviously,
rusty, like,
Darth Vader is like
his
at
prime.
his prime. So and that's the first time you've seen Darth Vader since it happened.
Yeah.
That's literally the first. He didn't even know Darth Vader existed until episode 2.
Yep.
So, like, seeing that, like, I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, oh, crap. So I enjoyed that they didn't just rush, like, him still being a fighter.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, the shows that like go from okay, so completing from the third movie and going to the show, if they continue with him like being on his prime, it would be like, okay, still on the run, doing the same thing, fighting the best thing. But like us being a good character that we see as good, hopeful, wise, being up there like the best out of the best.
Yeah.
See him as lowest out of the lows. So like, you can either relate to the character or like, damn, like I see your struggle. I know you're not. I know you're a fake character that was written by an awesome dude, but like seeing the struggles, like you can relate to a person like that.
Yeah,
and I think that's why the show did what it was. It was good for that. It was a good relatable show for those people that are like the lowest of the lows to become who that person must be or who they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
in the
he
future.
stopped in the end. We noticed that he stopped pinning himself on it.
Yeah.
And then like you saw the flashback with him thinking about Leia, because all the previous flashbacks were about him and Anakin, like him like Anakin turning into Darth Vader, and he's like thinking about all these things. So he was always thinking about the depressing stuff.
Yeah.
But then he thought about Leia in the future and Luke, and he's like, this is the hope for everyone, for the whole world. So it's like he thought about that, and then his whole thing changed. Obviously, you saw him more powerful with the whole rocks and stuff, and that was dope. But so just seeing that, the redemption, I think they did it in a great way.
They did. And it was awesome. And I love the show for that.
7.5.
7.0.
0.
I don't know. I it was a good show.
It had its ups, it had its downs.
It had its down. I don't know if you noticed, but seeing this little green Yoda baby Yoda, Grogu, if you think about it, if you compare, I don't know if I did talk about it in the last episode, but if you compare Mandalorian.
No, you didn't talk about it, but you told me.
I told you, yeah. If you think about it, this is another Mandalorian show. This is an older dude who didn't want to rescue another baby kid, and then was kind of forced to save the kid. And the whole show is based on this person saving the kid. It's a rescue mission. Even Favreau and Filoni came to
the kings of Star Wars.
The king of Star Wars to tell them, yo, y'all need to stop. Y'all copying my show. What are y'all doing? Like, this is literally shot by shot, the same thing as Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you think about it, they still have a lot of similarities of shows.
They definitely do.
It's like this Lone Ranger doesn't want to work with no one. Is just by himself doing what he has to do to survive. And then he gets this job. Mandalorian gets paid, obviously, because he's getting... And Obi-Wan's saving Leia.
He did it for a friend. Yeah.
And then they get there and then just do what they have to do. And then obviously there's obstacles to the show. And then the conclusion, they save the kid. The kid goes to where the kid needs to go. And that's it. Think about it. It's the same show and in a different way.
And I mean, no little level. Oh gosh. Hey.
Date quieto.
Anyways, I think that's all I have for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I think overall 7 out of 10. That's my rating for the show.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
You can live with that.
No, I don't have much debate about that.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's So, we're gonna switch to another universe.
Are we going on a break?
Are we going on a break? I don't know. I'm not a director apparently today. So
Okay.
I just go based on whoever's directing.
We'll just keep on talking.
We'll keep on talking until then they want to take a break. So
we're switching to another universe.
We're switching to another universe. So
The
we're
MCU.
going from that little baby to this little baby over here. Over here.
We are.
We are going to this
And
little
we're
baby.
having some debate time.
Some debate time where we going to be ranking
Our top 5 MCU movies. Specifically MCU, not Marvel, because of Marvel's bigger stuff like Wolverine.
Yeah, so before we continue with this MCU stuff, we're going to go on a break.
We got word now.
We got, yeah.
We got word from the head.
We got from the head, so.
Better.
We're on commercial. We are back from another break I still don't know why they are showing you guys.
Yeah, who knows what they're showing you?
I don't know. I know there's a Fresh Appeal short film that we did as a class, and I don't know if they're showing the exhibit. Are they showing the exhibit too? Yeah, they're showing the exhibit. Those are 2 short films that we did as a class here in F.I.R.S.T Institute as a group.
You're a star in there.
Yeah, well, I'm not a star there, but I am.
Well, you're in there.
I'm not in them. Well, technically, I make a cameo. I make a cameo in one of them. So
Yes,
I'm not gonna say
cameo.
where. I make a cameo. I'm a first assistant on one of them, and I was
Stanley cameos.
art assistant on the other one. And I gotta say, I was one of the best experience ever to be part of that.
Yeah, to be part of
crew.
a film. That's pretty cool.
I will always, until the end, I will cherish that moment that I share with this crew that I have here. So I know,
Aww.
Lucas. I want to see a tear later on.
Cue the background. Aww.
All right,
So yeah,
now
MCU shows top
MCU
5.
No, not shows. Movies.
Movies specifically top 5.
Top 5 movies.
All right. Who wants you going first, or you want me to go first?
Okay. So let's set the rules first.
Set the rules.
First. Yeah, that's rules.
All right.
Okay.
Here are the rules. My ranking's better than yours.
No, not that. You probably. I can't care less about your rating. Listen to this. The rules. Okay. So we're going from the 5 to the
5
first.
to 1.
So you go 5, I go 5, then 4.
Okay.
And then we gotta talk about why is that your 5th,
Yeah.
and then I talk about why it's not my 5th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna go first? You wanna go first?
I'll go first.
All right. What's your 5th?
My number 5. Wait, I don't talk about it after I say it. I just say it, right?
Yeah, you have to say what the movie is.
My number 5 is Iron Man 1.
Okay. Why is that your first?
Why is it my number 1? Or not my number 1.
Your
Why is
5th.
it my 5th? Iron Man 1, classic. It's the
course.
one that started it all. Yeah, you could say multiverse, whatever. I don't give a crap. It's the one that started the original MCU. And it was just solidly done. I think it was the best Iron Man film out of all 3. We don't talk about 2, but it was a great movie. It was cool seeing just superheroes again, because it just started. You just started kind of seeing superheroes around that time frame. You got Spider-Man, the Spider-Man trilogy that kind of just finished, and then now you got Iron Man, and everything in the show from obviously we know his character development throughout the whole MCU. But seeing that show, he's still like the cocky, rich billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. I don't know all the words.
Yeah.
But just seeing the development, seeing the armor, it just reminded me of being a little kid again and seeing that movie. And I think it had a decent villain, good love story. Obviously, we know how that turns out, but It was a solid movie. I think it was my
I
number
agree.
5.
I can completely agree with you to why that movie could be in your top 5. It wasn't on my top 5. It was kind of
then you're
hard
wrong.
because there's so many great movies out there in the MCU. There are obviously
is.
some bad ones, but it started it all. It's a classic. 2008. I remember watching it in the movie theater. I was a kid. There was like not a sex scene, but there was like a moment when they're gonna sleep, and I remember I was with my uncle, and my uncle goes like this, so my friends like,
the parents
let me
cover your
see.
eyes.
They cover my eyes. I was like 8 years old when the movie came out.
You
so
just
I
be
was like,
looking like through the cracks
Yeah.
of your eyes. I do that sometimes.
Okay, that's a good number 5 movie. I know my number 5 movie. You're not gonna like it
Oh my god.
because it was a recent movie that just came out. It is No Way Home.
What?
No Way Home is my
I can respect it.
5 out of 10.
I just
Yeah.
thought, okay.
I say no Way Home because one, it was an awesome movie. They brought
It
back
was.
characters that we grew up in love
grew
with,
up.
and I think that was the reason why the movie did so great.
Yeah.
Even
It wouldn't
it
have
was a
done as good
multiverse stuff out of it.
without them.
Exactly. That's why it's up there for me, and it's not my number 1. And watching that movie again in the movie theater, it was like the best thing ever.
Such a good experience.
Dude. This watching it again, I didn't feel the same way I was watching it in the movie theater. Obviously, because
Yeah.
it's not
you
the
know.
same feeling because
Yeah.
you know, it's not those big moments. That's like you expected something, but now you do know it's there. It's not like the big moment that you see on the movie theater where everybody's screaming.
Right.
And I feel the same way with that and Endgame. Like those movies, like you have to watch it in the first time in the movie theater.
You just had to be there.
You had to be there
You
for
had
the
to be
moment. If
there.
you watch it at home by yourself, it's
Sorry,
not gonna be the
future
same.
kids. You just had to be there. Like you're never gonna get that experience
Ever again.
Watching Endgame
Or No Way Home, it's like
or
stuff
No
like.
Way Home.
And that's why it's a month of 5. All right, so what's your 4?
Okay, my number 4. Speaking of what I just said, is Endgame.
Endgame's your number 4.
Endgame's my number 4.
Interesting.
Here's why. I mean, it's the end of the Infinity Saga. It has to be on the top 5. And I just think that it's just not better than my top 3 movies, but you just had to be there. Like you said, you just had to be there. I remember when the trailer came out, I was in my math class for college, and I told them, I said, hey, the trailer's going to come out. It was an 8 a.m. class. I said, the trailer's going to come out. I don't know if it was like 8:30 or something. It's like, it's going to come out this time, and I'm going to watch it whether or not you put it up on the big screen. And then he was like, okay. He's like, well, I'm a Marvel fan too, so I'll watch it. I was like, okay. It came out. He's teaching. Boom. Right. I'm watching it right there. And, he didn't say anything to me. But I think after class
Does
he
your
told
teacher
me.
has a
He had
big
a thing. He
screen?
didn't put it on. Okay, but after the class, he actually put it on for just me and him to watch together.
Okay.
I was like, all right. And Alicia, my wife, she told, we put it on and watched it for the second time in big screen. But yeah, so that's my number 4. We just got all our characters back. I said it before in previous podcasts. More Marvel characters in one movie for some reason. I like that. I just like multiple characters in one movie, which is why you'll understand my other movies that are in the top 3. But keep stacking characters in movies. We got the assemble. Okay, here's why it's in the top 5.
There's so many
alone.
things already that
I'll
could
say
be.
I'll say it right now. The best reason as to why it's in the top 5 is the third act. Best third act in the entire MCU.
I guess. Okay.
What do you mean, I guess?
I guess.
I guess. It's the best third act in the entire MCU.
It's because everything is coming back. It's like No Way Home.
Cap picks up the hammer.
Exactly. But now that you see to watch it again, it's not the same thing.
No,
Now
it's still the same thing.
you still get the same chills that you saw the first time.
Yep.
Stop lying.
Okay, after watching it for like 12 times, then
Yeah,
okay,
you
maybe
lose-
not.
you lose-
But the second time, yup. The third time, yup. It's such a good third act of a movie.
I agree with you.
Dude, you watched it every time I was in your car and there was downtime. Oh, we want to get some fries and just chill in the car. You put on the third act of the scene. You know why? Because
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Exactly. You can't
Plus-
disagree with it.
Plus, if you ever been in my car, I have like the best surround sound in my car. I have bass speakers. I got everything.
That'll make
And-
your ears bleed from how loud it is.
Yeah, it's super loud. Sounds nice, and that fight scene is like the best thing ever.
What's
Alright,
your number
so
4?
My number 4 is, talk about teams and teaming up, is Civil War.
Okay.
Civil War. I Team Cap all the way.
Team Cap.
Screw the other guy. We don't speak of it no more.
He had a reason.
Yeah, he sucks. Civil War. Captain America had the best trilogy of all of them. You can't find me. You can't deny that. He had the best trilogy.
Second movie.
In the third movie.
I wouldn't say he had the best first movie, but he had the best second movie and the best third movie. Yeah. Although Thor had a pretty good third movie.
But that's it. Yeah. Okay, so Civil War. We got to see Spider-Man for the first time.
Yep.
Tom Holland for the first time in the suit.
That was an experience.
That was a big experience.
We've all waited for Spider-Man to come to MCU
I didn't see this movie. I was in high school when this movie came out. I didn't see it in the movie theater. I was watching it on Josue's phone.
You didn't watch it in the movie theater?
I didn't. My mom didn't let me to go to the movie theater. I don't know why.
So you never saw Civil War in the theaters?
I didn't see it in the movie theater. But I was watching it on a phone, and I actually watched it on Josue's phone. But for some reason, he had it on his phone.
Did he have it on his phone?
I don't know. So I was like literally on his car watching it on my and I saw Spider-Man coming out. I was screaming so loud in his car. He got mad at me because I don't care. Josue can suck it up. But greatest moment of we saw Spider-Man for the first time in the MCU.
It's a good moment.
We got Tony Stark trying to kill Winter Soldier.
First time seeing Black Panther.
Oh yeah, later. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about that for a second. Black Panther's in the movie too for the first time in the actual suit. I didn't know who he was before Civil War, so I did my research, and
he did his research.
Yeah, I did my research, and he turned out to be an awesome character. So RFP, Mr. Boseman, that we're probably not gonna see him on the second one because he passed away before.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Panther's in the movie as well. When I saw it, it's like, who the heck is this dude in a black cat suit? It's like, this is not DC. Black Cat, go away.
Go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. And it turned out to be cool. I like this character. Simo. Simo is my favorite villain. Argue with me all you want. Simo is my favorite character villain of the whole MCU.
I can argue with that.
You can argue all you want.
But I can say he is one of the best MCU villains.
For me, he's one of the best. Okay, so obviously there's Thanos, there is Green Goblin, there's multiple good ones out there. But he had an agenda. And he actually fulfilled his agenda.
He's the only one. No. Thanos did.
No, but they came back and
but that's not his fault.
They teased him. They was like, you want hot, so psych, you lost. But he
did.
He won the fight. He didn't actually fight them physically. Obviously, he's not. He's a regular human on that universe. But Simo, the way that he mind controlled them,
he won the fight.
He won basically the movie. He got some redemption at the end. He wanted to kill himself. Then Black Panther stopped him, and then he went to jail. Yada yada yada. And then we saw him again on Winter Soldier and the Falcon show. Still awesome character in that show too. But Simo's in it. Spider-Man's in it. One of the best hand-to-hand combats in the movie with Tony Stark, Captain America, and Winter Soldier.
Such a good combat scene.
It's a comic book classic scene because even on that scene, it's on the comic book. Tony Stark blasting and
the shield.
And the shield is an awesome scene. We got that. I don't know. This is just a good story and good movie.
Yeah. No, I agree. So.
What's your third?
My number 3 is No Way Home.
No, okay.
I think No Way Home is better than Endgame. Here's why. I loved Endgame, but it fell a little short for me, for what I wanted it to be.
What do you want? You had 22 movies before that one.
It still fell a little short for me. I just thought it'd be a little bit different.
Okay.
I like the time travel stuff, but I just thought it'd be a little bit different. But No Way Home, as you said before, it had Andrew Garfield. It had Tobey Maguire. One of the best, you just had to be there, right? Yeah. That ain't Endgame. You just had to be there. Just seeing the chemistry between the 3 Spider-Men, the final scene is just a thing of beauty. Tom Holland's acting took it up to another par in that movie, which made the movie all the better.
Yep.
The cinematic just stuff in the movie, like when it's raining and he's watching like the big television of JJJ saying the thing. One of the best shots I've ever seen in the MCU. Like that phenomenal shot. The poster,
CGI.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Chef kiss. But what was I gonna? Oh yeah, Green Goblin. One of the best, top 3, maybe even top 2. No, top 3 villains in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because Green Goblin is a straight up menace.
He doesn't
Dude
care.
does not care. He wants to beat you up, kill you. He will freaking do it. Like he's not gonna like. It's not just those other movies that's gonna be like.
Yeah. He doesn't have no agenda.
Yeah,
he just does what he wants to do.
Like everyone has a reason. Like I don't know. Like they may have the Iron Man memes. It's like, oh, you hurt my feelings, and now I'm gonna go be a villain. But it's like, no, Green Goblin. He just doesn't care. Obviously, because of whatever side effect that he had.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm just gonna freaking wreak havoc and just do it just because. So having that, Willem Dafoe, once again, top tier actor. The laugh when Spider-Man's punching him, chills, straight up chills. I was like, oh, what is this? Like, oh my gosh, it was cool. Spider-Man is just, I just think it was a step above every other movie, and why it's my number 3. Is what I wanted it to be. I could keep rewatching it for a long time.
I don't know. I bought the movie. I only watched it one time after I bought it because I'm so mad about
with
the
no
freaking deleted scenes bull crowd that they pulled off saying that they were going to drop it. So, like, I have it. I bought it. I watched it again. I didn't get the same feeling, like I said earlier, of watching it for the first time. But it's not
well,
that
you're never
going
to get the same feeling.
Yeah, it's that type of movie. Like I don't know. After watching Endgame for the first time after the movie theater, I still got the chills. Like, oh my God, can't believe this is actually happening. But watching No Way Home for the second time, I mean third time because I watched it again in the movie theater. But the third time I'm at home by myself, it's like you need people to watch this movie. This is like a crowd pleaser movie.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the stuff that was in there was for
a crowd. It's a movie theater movie.
Nostalgia.
You can't watch this movie by yourself because there's moments like when Andrew showed up for the first time, he pauses. They made that for a reason.
Yeah,
he goes like that. Then I gotta go like that and go straight to dialogue because when people are cheering, you won't be able to hear it. Director thought of that. That's there for a reason. So when you watch it at home, it's like, dude, Avanza, what are you talking? What are you pausing for?
This is why certain movies cannot be just on Disney Plus.
Exactly.
Or just on streaming services because now other movies are doing that too.
Yeah.
But that's another topic.
That's another topic.
What's your number 3?
Endgame. Endgame's my number 3.
Okay. So our three and ours are a little flipped. But we still got two of the 3. We have 2 of the 3 that are the same.
Yeah. So Endgame is my top 3. I love that movie. It was like best feeling ever since the beginning until the end. Even the trailers were like, oh my God moments. Even though they were not really showing a lot of the movie, but like seeing the black and white trailers with only the red showing, it was like, bro, this is
was cool.
I remember that trailer. I watch it all the time. It's like the best. Beginning of the movie, great. Tony Stark in space with Nebula, wondering God knows what. Then we see, for the first time, Captain Marvel meeting the crew, and then all this crap, time travel stuff. Tony Stark mad at Captain America stuff. It was like there's so much stuff going on.
That was
at the
a good
same time.
scene.
And it was like I want more.
Chills.
Yeah, they were fighting in the beginning. Like they weren't fighting, but
when
they
he gave
arguing.
him the arc reactor.
Yeah, I was like
chills.
I forgot that he actually had a surgery to remove that.
No,
part.
I thought he died too.
Dude,
I was like, oh my God, they're gonna kill him off.
When we went that, I'm like, what are you doing? That's your little heart. I completely forgot about that.
No, I didn't
and then he collapses to the floor. Like, okay, he's dead. We will never see Tony Stark again. We got to see Hulk.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. Well, we got to see Professor Hulk.
But we got to see. That's why it's my number 4. And that's why Spider-Man's above it, because we didn't get freaking Hulk.
Yeah,
we got Professor Hulk.
We wanted to see the rematch between Hulk and Thanos, which we didn't get. We probably were never gonna get. But we got Professor Hulk, which Professor Hulk is a really cool character in the comics. Hence, I said comics. I didn't say movie. I said comics. But it was just a still experience to see Professor Hulk. We got to see Ronan. Another Ronan is dope.
Ultra for
Hawkeye, after he takes the mantle of Kate Bishop, he's becoming Ronin. We got all these teens meeting him for the not for the first time, but like teaming up to find another way to bring all these people back, and they actually succeed. And then this is why Endgame is higher than No Way Home.
Okay.
The way that they brought out the characters, all the other characters from the dead, it was a way better moment than when they brought Andrew and Toby to No Way Home. Like, they had so much potential to bring them back. They could have done something different. And actually, my Professor Pedro can agree with this. Because he's the one who actually talked about this all the time. On that scene, they had so much potential to change the way of how they brought them back. They could have done something different. They could have done anything else. Okay, other than just bringing them in a circle, like, oh, let me find Peter, and then Peter shows up. But it's obviously Andrew and then Toby. I don't know. They could have done something better.
Yeah.
Like on Endgame, in this case, they didn't know they were showing up.
Yeah.
One. We were gonna see.
We didn't know when
Captain
they were going to show up.
Exactly. We didn't know when they were going to show up. We were about to see Captain America fight the whole team by himself.
I honestly did not think anyone else was going to show up until I don't know when. But I didn't.
We were expecting him to show up. I completely forgot that they were going to be on the movie when I saw it for the first time.
Yeah, because in the moment when you're just seeing Thanos just destroy Cap, Thor, and Iron Man, you're not even thinking about the other guys. You're not thinking.
That's what was so great.
You're just like, are they going to kill Iron Man or Captain America?
Yeah, basically, I thought this is it. We're done. This is over. And then on your left, and then all circle stuff came around, and then the most epic scene we got to see Black Panther coming in. Everybody, basically. I'm not gonna name everybody, but yes, everyone show up, and it was like best feeling ever. And then before that, Captain America picking up the hammer. Another great teaser from Age of Ultron when they teased them almost picking it up. It was like that's why it's my number 3.
No, I can respect that.
This is one of the best ones.
I can respect that.
All right.
My number 2, you said it before, team up movies, Civil War.
That's your number 2?
That's my number 2. Civil War, I think, is just a phenomenal movie for reasons that you already said, so I'll just list them pretty quickly. Zemo, top-tier character. I love my favorite movies, a lot of them centered around a top-tier character. I said Endgame, top-tier character. Green Goblin, top-tier character. And now Civil War, Zemo. Iron Man, he was a decent character, but that's just because it was a classic.
Yeah.
You had everyone. It was it was just a masterpiece of a movie, and I could watch that movie a lot because I think certain things won't give you the same feeling, like you said, Endgame. If you watch it for now, if you watch it again, you still won't it's a great movie, but you're not going to get the same chill at the end of the third act anymore, because of that. But when it comes to the villains, when they're complex and just very good, very well written, it's easier to watch multiple times and enjoy it more than another movie, because some other movies are just there for the hype for that first, second time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But movies with well written characters, you're just I just want to keep watching this. So that's why I have it as my number 2, because I can just keep rewatching it with Zemo and all the other guys appearing for the first time. I love team up movies, like I said before, and multiple times. I love team movies.
I agree with you. Civil War was a great movie. We got to see a lot of new characters, and I'm Team Cap. Screw Winter Soldier. I don't care if he has his redemption story. I don't care if he was brainwashed. He still killed Iron Man's mom.
So that means you're Team Iron Man.
I'm Team Iron Man, yeah.
You said you're Team Cap this entire podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm Team Iron Man. So do not quote me on that. I'm Team Iron Man.
You said you were Team Cap at least 3 times in the past 20 minutes.
I meant to say I'm Team Iron Man.
Okay, well, I'll say it because I'm against you, actually. I thought we were on the same page. But now that you were explaining, I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So you're Team Iron Man. I am Team Cap.
No.
There is a redemption story. But he was brainwashed.
I don't care.
You can't help that. He's not in his right mind. It's not like he made himself drunk and did all this stuff. No, he was brainwashed. That's not his fault.
He still did it.
No.
He still did it.
No.
So you're telling me, if I were to be drunk, out of my head, I'm gone. I get in a car accident. God forbid. I get in an accident and kill someone. I wasn't under influence, so I was not there.
No,
So,
you made yourself drunk. That's different than being brainwashed by an evil villain.
What if you made me drunk? I don't know.
That's That's just different.
I don't care. You can find me all you want. I do not like he's a cool character. Don't get me wrong. I like Winter Soldier as a character, but he killed Iron Man's mom.
It happens.
It happens. What?
Look, all I'm saying is
What if
it wasn't his
What
fault.
if Winter Soldier killed your mom?
I'd be pissed. I would want him to die, but because I'm under the influence because it personally affected me. But if you're looking from outside looking in and you can see both point of views without having a conflicted mind because it was actually your mom, I think it wasn't his fault and that he obviously deserves being criminalized or something like that, which he did. He suffered, but
Suffer what?
I don't freaking getting destroyed by Hydra all the time.
He's a human
and being outcast by the world.
He's a superhuman being.
And they got feelings.
Iron Man got feelings too. He might have feelings, but he still killed them. That's fine.
Whatever.
Okay, it's whatever. All right.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Infinity War.
Okay.
Infinity War is, I love movies when super villains win. That's like when the villain wins is like, I don't know. It's just a great movie because we see characters that we love and like we like look up to. Because every movie that before Infinity, they always won. They basically won. Obviously, there's some losses in between because not all the time you win. You always lose something when you win. But we always saw a good ending to a movie that like, okay, Iron Man won on 3 of them, Captain America on 3 of them, Thor on 3 of them.
Yeah, someone's always gonna the
Exactly.
good guy always wins. It's the same story every time, whether it's Marvel, whether it's DC, whether it's Paramount Pictures. It doesn't matter what you're watching. The good guy always wins. That's just a classic.
It's a classic movie.
Thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. But when a villain wins, it's
just
like
it just catches
you off guard, and then you actually see like, okay, these people that I look up to, they just lost.
Yeah.
So like me as like a fan, it's like I cannot always expect it to win because obviously eventually I will have to lose.
Yeah.
And there's like from their losses, you learn, and then you do what you have to do, and then again you won. Hence, Endgame. Whatever they did on Endgame, whatever. But Infinity War, they team up for the first time. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy with Thor. We're gonna see them again on Love and Thunder coming soon. We got Iron Man also meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy. We got Thanos for like the first time in actually like doing actual scenes and dialogue.
Yeah, not just a post-credit scene.
Not just a post-credit scene. We got Loki dying. Dude, that scene.
You can hear the things crack. Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. And it was good. What else was that movie? Is like we got to see Hulk in this one, but
but you saw Hulk.
He got beat up real
yeah,
fast.
but that's because it's Thanos.
Yeah, but it's Hulk. But they explain why he didn't came to Hulk again, because he felt like Bruce was taking advantage of him, like only fighting his fights and like whatever. I just say they didn't have the budget to put the movie. It's like too much Hulk, too much green. It's like no, they got Gamora.
Too much CGI.
Too much green. We got to see Gamora die as well. Another great character died as well.
Yep.
We got to see Doctor Strange and Tony Stark teaming up. That was another part that was great.
Yep.
Like, two stubborn leads,
hard-headed
like
guys.
a hard-headed
Yeah.
person, like teaming up. It was like, okay, so they did great. And I don't know, it was a good heartwarming evil movie. It was a Thanos movie.
It was a Thanos movie.
It was a Thanos movie. So I was good.
Okay.
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 All right, what are you gonna say?
My number 1
All right.
is Infinity War.
As your number 1.
I didn't want to keep talking about your number 2